Before I begin this video, I would like to address something. As you may know, the big thing going on in the movie world at the moment is the SAG and WGA strikes, which are the actors and writers strikes. There's been a lot of conversations online as to whether it's appropriate to create content during this time. However, I personally feel the best way to honour everyone's work is discussing it. So because of that, I will continue to make content during these strikes. I completely stand in solidarity with the writers and actors, and I'm praying they can all come to a deal soon with the studios. With all that said, let's get into Barbenheimer. I did do the Barbenheimer double feature on Friday 21st of July. I wore this very shirt right here. However, I went away on holiday the day after, so I wasn't able to do video reviews. I know it is quite late, but I still want to talk about both of them, so I'm just going to do it in the same video. Controversially, I saw Barbie first, and I'm very glad I did it that way. So let's start with that. Barbie is directed by Greta Gerwig and stars Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, and quite a few other people. On paper, I probably wouldn't look forward to a Barbie movie, but considering the insane talent involved, Greta Gerwig directing, Noah Baumbach co-writing, both are Oscar-nominated filmmakers, and then you have this insane cast, an incredible marketing campaign. Barbie was one of my most anticipated films of 2023, and I've got to say, I love this movie. Margot Robbie is incredible as Barbie, she is so well cast. Ryan Gosling as Ken, he is Oscar worthy. He takes a go big or go home approach, and it works so well. There's been a lot of talk online about Ryan Gosling isn't the right person to play Ken, but this is the best casting for a role I have seen in a film. I don't remember the last time I saw a role so perfectly cast. Barbie is an incredibly funny movie. It is the funniest movie I've seen all year. I genuinely don't think there wasn't a joke that didn't land for me. There were one or two jokes in particular where I was still laughing 30 seconds after they happened. But saying that, this movie is deep, which I kind of suspected it would be considering the involvement of Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach, but still the direction they take it in. If you would have asked me 5 years ago this is what they do with a Barbie movie, I would have asked what you were smoking, because there is no way Mattel would let that happen. But they did, and I can't believe the filmmakers got away with the things they did. Visually, this movie is incredible. The production design, the costumes, the cinematography, it looks amazing. I do have some issues with Barbie. I will say it does take about 20 minutes to really get into the film. Not that it's bad at all, but because the fantastical element is so big, it really caught me off guard. And also there is some stuff with the actual corporation of Mattel set in the real life world, and some of that can get overly silly. But those things aside, I had a great time with this movie. It is one of my favourite movies of the year. I'm going to give Barbie an A-. Next up, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is written and directed by Christopher Nolan and tells the story of J. Robert Oppenheimer, the man who invented the atomic bomb. Oppenheimer was my most anticipated movie of the year. I am a huge Christopher Nolan fan, and just like Barbie, this cast is insane. And I liked Oppenheimer. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it. Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer is fantastic. He's very subdued in the role. He doesn't have like a big shouty scene that would be shown in front of his name at the Oscars, but he's fantastic nonetheless. Robert Downey Jr. gives his best performance in ages. He is truly magnificent in this film. The cinematography here is outstanding. Hoyte van Hoytema is one of the best cinematographers out there. There are a lot of themes in this film Nolan explores that I really liked, mainly Oppenheimer's obsession with what he was doing. And the big scene where they test the bomb, it is incredible. The scene isn't what I expected, but it was really effective nonetheless. Like, I'm probably going to go deaf when I go see this in IMAX. However, Oppenheimer has a rough start. I would honestly say I did not like this movie for the first 30 minutes of it. I just didn't find it engaging. However, once Matt Damon's character comes into the story, that's when the film picks up in my opinion. And I do also think there are issues with the screenplay. Nolan is known for writing non-linear screenplays, and in a lot of his movies that works really well. He uses the same device here, but I found it more confusing than anything. It works in moments, but in general it just made everything feel more jumbled. And also watching this film, it can feel like you should have done homework. What I mean by that is that the film kind of assumes you know who everyone is. So if you don't, that can be a bit like, I don't know who that is and I don't know what they're doing. Overall, I like this movie. It's not one of Nolan's best, but I'm looking forward to seeing it again. I'm going to see it on IMAX 70mm film. I'm very excited to go and do that. I'm going to give Oppenheimer a B-. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are awesome. Blu-ray Billy, logging off.